Riot 2 minutes late. Okay, I think that we should be live now. I can't tell, though. Yeah, if you, oh, wait, it's receiving our content. Okay, cool. Because before this, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, we're live now. But we accidentally started streaming on somebody else's show.
Yeah, that's not our show.
Yeah, BK Blue, we're very sorry for this, but we didn't know how to do the thing on the computer, and we fucked up.
We're dumb.
We drank too much dumb bitch juice, and here we are.
Don't sue us.
I don't know if the thumbnail is changing or not. I might have to work with that a bit throughout the program. But, welcome to Monster Mash, the show made by monsters, for monsters, or for monsters by monsters. Either way, it doesn't matter.
You get the point.
You get the idea.
So today we're going to be talking about the Zodiac killer as well as the Black Dahlia case. Just some fun ones. Also Ted Cruz, obviously.
Oh, well, yeah, because Ted Cruz is, in fact, the Zodiac killer.
Oh, yeah, Ted Cruz is the Zodiac. I mean,
yeah.
That's the end of the episode right now.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew, but, yeah, about that.
So...
Ted Cruz, the Canadian.
So I'm sorry that, like, our posting schedule's been kind of weird.
Yeah, so, like, spring break happened, and before spring break even happened, we both, like, you were packing.
Yeah,
and
I was packing to
And
leave.
I was sleeping, because, you know, that's how we do.
Listen, it's art school. We're
Yeah,
all tired.
We're always tired. We're always, like, doing stupid homework. I hope that none of my teachers listen to this. You know, whatever. It's
Regardless,
fine.
we're working a lot.
Yeah, we work a lot. Lots of shit happens, you know. And then what? The next week when we were back,
was that
what
when
even
you slept?
happened? That's when I overslept. I overslept again because look, lots of shit happens.
And then I did the Madeline McCann case.
Yeah, and you did a case alone, which thank you because I still feel bad.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
It was so bad.
It was fun.
I cannot tell what the fuck is happening with this computer. Oh, hey, that's my boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Oh,
but then the next week,
you were on Kaleidoscope.
yeah, I was in a SVA show called Kaleidoscope.
And then they canceled the WSVA shows because
Yeah.
of the disco.
So we couldn't have even had an episode, even if I wasn't here.
Yeah, so
But
we're back.
Now we're back. We are both here to stay and annoy you.
Yeah, exactly. We're here to annoy you and talk about true crime that's been talked about a lot.
Yeah, like true crime that
Like, we're like
everybody
the source
already
you
knows
go
about.
to after you already went to everyone else.
Yeah.
But, like, we're here to have a good time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, should we get started?
Yeah, I'm just really trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this whole thumbnail situation.
Alright.
Last time I got it to work, and then you got it to work, and I'm just...
I don't know how I got it to work, just to be clear.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything.
We're both kind of not familiar with the, like, computer setup that they have here.
We want to be.
We want to be, but we aren't.
Yeah.
So, it's... I guess I'll let you start because I didn't do enough homework, and yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to be talking about the Black Dahlia.
Yes.
A very famous case. I feel like I've been talking about a lot of famous cases, but, you know, they're fun
fine
to talk about.
Yeah, they're famous for a reason.
They're famous for a reason. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So,
We say that as though we're talking to other people.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, eventually, you know?
Yeah, eventually, once we get more than 2 viewers at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna try to break that listener record, by the way.
Yeah, so if you get more listeners than, like, the record, we can take a screenshot to, like, prove it. I don't know I guess we just get clout, but I don't know. The sticker that they had that said the most views is gone now?
No, it's
or
up
is
there.
it? Oh, it's up there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's up there. It's
Oh,
like
listener
36.
record is, no, it's 63, isn't it? Yeah. Because it's backwards.
No, it's not. It's not backwards, but, like...
Is it? I don't know. Oh, shit. Maybe I'm dumb. It's fine. I mean, I am dumb. We've already established. Okay, Jesus Christ. We need to get started.
Let's get started. We're like 4 minutes in.
We're 4 minutes in, and we've talked about jack shit.
Yeah, okay.
Your turn.
Yeah, my turn. Yay.
I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
So, this started, like, the whole, case started was, in January, I believe. Yeah, it was January 15th, 1947. And the location was Los Angeles. There was a woman named Elizabeth Short, and she's now very famous because of this case. And she kind of had, like, an interesting life, not gonna lie. Like, she was an aspiring Hollywood actress. Did it work?
thumbnail worked. It says it's working on my phone, but whatever. We'll just assume that it's working. I'm sorry.
Alright, it's fine. It's fine. So she grew up in Hyde Park, Massachusetts, but she went by Beth most of the time. And she was very lively, and, like, she, like, loved movies, and, like, she was, like, very, like, lovable. Like, all of her friends, like, she had a lot of friends, always said that she was just, like, this, like, very lovable and beautiful person. And her last nights were spent with a man named Robert Red Manley. I'm going to refer to him as Red because that's his nickname, so why not? And it's more fun. It's more fun to remember.
Yeah, it's more fun to, like, call them nicknames.
Yeah, exactly. We learned this from the Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, the Jimmy Hoffa episode.
He was a salesman from Los Angeles, who had a pregnant wife at the time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm a little suspicious.
Yeah, Red admitted that he was attracted to her, but claimed he never slept with her. Which was a very, like, oddly specific thing.
Yeah, like, I feel like you wouldn't say that, like, if you weren't already, like...
Yeah, exactly. Like, they were like, hey, were you attracted to her? And he was like, yes, I was, but I didn't sleep with her. And they're all like, okay, we didn't ask, but cool. Cool, Red, like, go off. And they saw each other on and off for several weeks, and Beth asked him for a ride back to Hollywood. Red agreed, and January 8th, 1947, he paid for her hotel room for the night and went to a party with her. He slept on the bed, and she slept in a chair, apparently. But once again, it's, like, kind of suspect.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We believe them.
Yeah, well...
or him, I guess, because this is his, right? This is just him saying it, not
yeah.
her.
Okay,
yeah. No, I was like, this is definitely
no, she's
just him.
dead.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
Just to be clear.
she didn't say anything about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she dies.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, she's dead. So the last time he saw her was the following morning in the hotel lobby making phone calls. She was then missing for 6 days after that until her body was found. And the morning of January 15th rolls around, and it's a very cold day, and Betty Bersinger, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but we'll go with it. A local, that's all her title is, a local.
Wow.
Was walking with her child in Leimert Park, specifically on Norton Avenue, and she was going to a shoe repair shop, and took her 3-year-old along for the ride. Not a great decision for that morning. And there were a lot of, like, construction sites with vacant lots next to them, so she was really, like, on edge already, because that's usually kind of, like, the shady areas in the 40s, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like...
Like, even now, like, a vacant lot is kind of,
a vacant lot is a not great place to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And then she noticed what appeared to be a pale white mannequin amongst the weeds.
Ooh.
And she thought it was odd, but, like, nothing much else of it, as throwing things away in the lot was really common. She just didn't know why a business would be doing that.
Yeah.
She was like, dude, you got a dumpster for a reason if you're getting rid of a mannequin.
Yeah.
As she got closer, she realized it was separated into halves, and she was kind of confused. Like, she was like, why did you cut up your mannequin? And then as she got even closer, she realized it was a dead body.
Ugh. That's a not great thing to realize.
Yeah, especially with a 3-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Be like, nope, it's just a mannequin, Bobby. Like, oh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not
and
great.
It was the body of Elizabeth Short. Her naked body was cut cleanly in half. There was no blood. Like, it had been, like, drained beforehand. And the most distinct detail was that her mouth was cut, so she was smiling from ear to ear. And you can actually find the pictures online. It's so
I've seen the actual pictures. They're oof.
Yeah,
like, if I put them in this video, they would be demonetized.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
yeah,
it's not even monetized, but you know what I mean.
You know, like
the
video would probably show.
It would be flagged.
Yeah,
for sure.
So she ran from the scene and frantically called the police. I don't know what she told her child, if I'm gonna be honest.
Right?
Like,
what,
I've been
is that
thinking about
child like scared of mannequins now? For sure, right?
Probably.
He has like a phobia
of mannequins.
He's had to go to a therapist for the past few years.
Yeah, but then again, a 3-year-old. So
I mean, maybe he just doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember much from when I was 3.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember anything from when I was 3, actually.
Yeah, I don't really remember much.
I hope, anyways, we hope that the child is okay and not scarred.
Yeah, would the child still be alive?
I don't want to do math.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, if you're out there, hope you're doing good.
This is what this show becomes, by the way. If you're a first-time listener, we kind of, we just talk about random shit sometimes.
Yeah.
It goes off the rails very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. I mean, you know, it's our
whatever.
thing now. Don't fact check us.
Don't fact
sue
check and
us.
don't sue. Those are our catchphrases.
Yeah. So the investigators at the time concluded that she was tortured for several days leading up to it due to the rope marks around her wrists, neck, and ankles.
Mm.
Once again, there's no blood present, meaning that she was killed and cleaned of blood, then dumped in a lot at night. Her official cause of death was hemorrhage and shock from like lacerations to the face. Yeah.
Mm.
So here's an interesting detail. She dated 2 Gordons. But like this ties into it, I promise. But like
she dated 2 Gordons.
That's not just
Gordon
like a
Ramsay
random...
and Gordon. I don't know another famous Gordon. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't know another Gordon either. But Gordon Food Supply.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Matt Gordon and Gordon Fickling are the 2 we're going to be talking about. First she dated Fickling, but then she left him for Matt.
Ooh.
Then Matt was a pilot and died in action.
Damn.
She was super devastated and got back into a relationship with Fickling.
Oh, rebound.
Yeah. And December 8th, a year before her death, she was staying in San Diego with a friend named Mark Hansen, who said that she was sitting there one night when I came home with Anne about 5:36 p.m., sitting and crying, saying she had to get out of there. She was crying about being scared, one thing or another. I don't know. There's 2 main directions, word for word, on like the FBI like thing about it, like their website. They said, yeah, our 2 main directions were either the killer knew her or didn't. And I was like, wow, that's like a bad start to a
Either the killer knew her or didn't. Well, that could be therefore anybody could have killed her.
Good job, FBI.
Great job. What the fuck? I could do a better investigation than that.
I know.
And I am so dumb, as we have found out.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me?
Like, there were a lot of things that they could have built off of, and I'm going to get into those things in a second.
The killer could have known her
or didn't.
Like, Jesus, Christmas.
Like, not a good start in 1940s police officers.
God, even for 1940s police officers, that's like some pretty crappy detective work.
Yeah, like that's,
oh my God.
Like, no matter what, like that's a bad.
Okay, here's like my take as a pleb, as a scrub. Like, she's cut in half, like surgically, and
like,
drained of blood. Which means that someone, probably with surgical knowledge, would have had to commit this crime.
Yes.
Like, I'm already further along than the FBI was at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And this was like, I think this was like a month later, too.
Jesus!
And it's like, you guys had a month to look into this.
Seriously, you've had a month to check, and all you've come up with is, maybe the guy knew her, maybe he didn't, I'm not sure.
We'll look into it.
Oh, God.
So FBI criminal profiler John Douglas believed that the killer must have known her and had some sort of attachment to her. The violence done to her body didn't seem random, and in some ways, he kind of assumed that it was like exposing her, like for her wrongdoings.
Yeah, because even though it was in a vacant lot, it was fairly in public.
Yeah,
like someone could have walked by and saw it.
Yeah, it was a busy area,
yeah.
And there were a lot of things carved on the body.
Ooh.
Like in her unmentionables.
Oh yeah.
That area.
Well, then that's for sure like a personal. Well,
yeah,
it's either like a personal vendetta or someone who just fucking hates women.
Yeah, and there was no sign of sexual assault as well.
Yeah, well then there you go. It's probably very personal.
Yeah, it's probably kind of personal.
It's probably a little personal.
Just because I feel like a lot of crimes that are done against women, especially back in the day.
Yeah.
Usually would have sexual assault.
Mhm.
With it,
yeah.
From what I've seen anyway. So
yeah,
far.
it was either there was sexual assault and it was reported a bit and they didn't really mention it after that, or it was sexual assault and they didn't report it, and they didn't find out until later that it was
Yeah, exactly. So in January, right after they said the whole thing that was oh, it could be.
Could be anybody.
Could be anyone. A classic magazine cutout letter gets sent to,
yes.
I forget.
Can I find the letter and put it in the thumbnail? I want to try.
You can find it.
Let me see.
that was, like, kind of making, like, the big headlines of the time. And, it was interesting. The person that wrote it said that he didn't like how the papers were covering the story, and then sent them her birth certificate, business cards, photographs, like personal photographs, and address book with the name Mark Hansen on the cover. All of these things were doused in gasoline so you couldn't get fingerprints off of it. And so Mark was obviously, like, taken as a suspect, but in my opinion, I kind of feel like that sort of, like, took his name off of it. Because I don't feel like he's that stupid. They don't think that anyone's that stupid to, like, send them your name.
Yeah, to just be like, by the way, this is me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But they proceeded to send a lot of letters back and forth. Like,
yeah,
a lot of them. You can, right on our screen right now, we have, like, a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, upload one in the thing to see if you guys can see it.
Yeah, and, that kind of sucked, but eventually they were kind of like, whatever, this isn't leading us anywhere, because they were just weird letters, and they're like, okay, well, see you later, like, Jesus. Like, because a lot of the time, once it broke the news, it was a lot of, like, hoaxes after that.
Yeah, like, for sure, people just wanted to, like, fuck with them.
Yeah, exactly. And then, very soon after that, her handbag and shoes were found in a trash can a mile or two away from the vacant lot. And that was kind of a stupid move on the criminal's part because of the fact that, like, that shows that he lives within walking distance.
Yeah.
Of, where the body was dumped. But as Aurora said earlier, everyone kind of assumes at this point that the killer has medical education.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the point where every medical student at USC, sent, like, all of their, like, criminal records and stuff to the police. Like, the entire school sent all of the medical students' records to the cops, and, like, they were all investigated.
Well, they tried to find some suspects this time.
Yeah, and, then, Red, who I mentioned earlier, was eventually arrested for a little bit. But then they, like, pretty much released him pretty fast because they were like, oh, he passed, like, 3 lie detector tests and, like, he had a very solid alibi. So he just didn't do it. The current modern-day list of suspects has been narrowed down to Mark Hansen and Dr. George Hodel. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Mark Hansen, like, I was looking at, like, the evidence list of things that, like, make him guilty, and the only thing was, like, that address book, and he was like, yeah, like, I gave that to Elizabeth because she didn't have an address book.
Wow.
Like, he was like, whatever, like, it's not mine anymore. Like, she's had it. And the doctor's a little more convincing to me because, well, okay, he was convicted of 3 sexual assault crimes in the past. And so the police bugged his house to get him to admit to those crimes, like the sexual assault ones. They're completely separate. And in his house, this is a conversation that he had on the phone with someone. The woman screamed again, realized there was nothing I could do, put a pillow over her head and covered her with a blanket, killed her. Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia, they couldn't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary anymore. She's dead. His secretary, Ruth, died of a drug overdose. Ruth was going to come forward about his intentional misdiagnosing and prescribing unnecessary medication issues that he had. And, but then she died of a very suspicious overdose.
I'm just like, ugh, I don't like this.
And in Hodel's personal items, there was a supposed picture of Elizabeth Short nude, but it was never really confirmed as, like, 100% being her.
Yeah.
But, like, Hodel's son, Steve Hodel.
Oh, yeah, this is the thing that I've heard about.
He wrote an entire book about why his dad is guilty.
His dad. His own father.
And his dad died in, like, 1999, I believe.
Yeah.
But it was, like, this long thing that's, like, about, like, yeah, my dad definitely did it. He was just, like, very good at, like, covering things up. Like, there's a lot to it.
Yeah, like, I know that I'm sure that there are people out there who are like, he lied. He lied.
Yeah.
But why? Like, what would he stand to gain? I guess other than, like, publicity. But, like, calling your own father the Black Dahlia murderer.
Yeah.
Like, unless you just had a big grudge against your dad and you were like, fuck you, Dad, I'm gonna call you the Black Dahlia killer.
Yeah, there was someone, I forget, like, who they were in relation to this case. I think they were, like, one of the investigators. Mm-hmm. That whenever he came out with all this information, he was like, yeah, I mean, if he took that case to court, he'd be laughed at. Yeah. Because of how weak it was.
It's all,
but
like,
at the same
like,
time,
circumstantial and stuff.
Yeah, it's at the same time they didn't really have many other leads. I mean, they had a lot of suspects, but they were all from, like, very small things. Mm-hmm. There was, like, no DNA evidence. It had to be someone that was smart and someone that was a doctor.
Yeah. Someone who, like, knew at least partially what they were doing.
And I believe that there's, like, a lot of rumor that, like, she was actually one of his patients.
Yeah.
And, like, that's how they met. Because he was also in that area at the time. Like, he lived in that area, so, you know, I don't know. Yeah.
God, that, like... Ugh, I just feel so, like, gross after talking about stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, I feel bad. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, and it's super weird because, like, I don't think there was another, like, Black Dahlia killing. Like, there was nothing, and that seems like such a serial killer, like, how they have their, like, things that they do. I don't remember what it's called. Like, they have, like...
Yeah, like the little thing that they do.
Yeah, like, they do a thing.
they leave something at the
like
scene
the
of the
Zodiac
crime.
killer. Like, left his, like, fucking symbol in, like, blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and he took stuff from the victims. This is so weird, because it's just, like, a one-time thing, and then it just, like, didn't
so it
happen
had to
again.
have been, like, personal.
Yeah, so that's, like, it either was personal or he was just, like, I didn't really like it as much as I thought I would.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very interesting, and, like, what makes it really sad to me is, like, that she was just this woman that had, like, a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
And, like
she was, like, a young woman. She was
22 years old.
She was 22. Jesus.
And, like, there were a lot of nights where she'd be, like, sleeping in, like, theaters and stuff because she would be working on, like, her career because she wanted to be, like, this big actress in Hollywood. And, it was just, like, a lot of people knew her because of that.
Yeah.
Because they knew how hard she worked for it. That being said, she was a little, like, she, like, flirted a lot, and there were a lot of guys, and that's what kind of made, like, this case kind of difficult, because of the fact there were so many
guys in her life that they were just like, Jesus.
Like, honestly, I would not be surprised if, like, what's his name, Matt Gordon, I think that's the one that's still alive, or no, I think it's, Fickling that's still alive, did it. But, like,
I'm sorry, I was just, like, slowly moving this Ted Cruz picture
it's very
into the
good.
thumbnail. It's so good. I don't know who made this picture, but I love them. I'll try to find it in, like, credit, but, like, Jesus, it's a good picture. I'm sorry.
But, yeah, if you guys, like, know anything else about Black Dahlia, let me know.
Yeah, hit us up.
I actually know why the name is Black Dahlia. She was obsessed with this movie called The Blue Dahlia, and she only wore black.
Same.
Yeah, like, same.
Yeah.
And it just kind of caught on because of this one newspaper company that referred to her as that. Because all of her pictures, including, like, her mugshot whenever she got caught drinking underage.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was,
she
like,
was,
all
wearing,
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked like she was going to a funeral.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, I shouldn't read the chat. It makes me giggle.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that Ted Cruz picture is just great. So yeah, if you couldn't tell by the new thumbnail picture, the next story is Ted Cruz.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Killer. Well, okay, technically it's the Zodiac killer case, but I have to talk about Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz.
I'm actually going to talk about Ted Cruz first, so then I can get into the case and not be wanting to talk about Ted Cruz. So, if you don't know who Ted Cruz is, be very, well, I don't know if you should be very happy. because you should probably know who he is.
Yeah, you should probably know who he is.
He's an asshole, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's, like, the worst. I hate him so much. And being from Texas, I feel like I'm allowed to talk shit about Ted Cruz. So, I mean, like, anybody can talk shit about anybody, but, like, I have a close connection with this one. So Ted Cruz is what, like, I don't even know the exact title. I'm gonna sound so stupid. Like, the state, like, fucking whatever. He sucks.
He's a politician.
Yeah, he's a politician. Yay.
He tried to run for president.
Yeah, he did. He tried to run for president. Yeah, state senator. Okay. That's
what I
United
was
States
to say,
senator.
but
I was like, I'm pretty sure he's a senator, but I don't want to be wrong and sound stupid, but then I sounded stupid by not saying it. So, whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, Ted Cruz, like, it's a mock conspiracy theory. So, like, nothing about it is really, like, true. But it's way more fun if you try to make it true.
Oh, come on.
Because
like,
he's
look
Ted
at that
Cruz.
picture.
I mean, look, he looks like the Zodiac killer.
You cannot tell me that he doesn't look like the Zodiac. Like, if you look at those pictures, oh my god.
He's the Zodiac. I don't even care.
Yeah, just put some glasses on that guy. Exactly. Like, if Ted Cruz went to a 3D movie, I think I'd be, like, really shook.
Oh, God. Oh, ew, his picture on the Wikipedia has him with a beard, and it's so gross. Okay, I'm sorry. Also, by the way, he was born in Canada. He ain't even Texan. I hate him. Like, so technically, he couldn't even be the president.
Yeah, like, why'd you try?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, because, like, he was one of the birthers when, like, the whole Obama wasn't born in America thing was happening. But turns out that he was literally born in Canada. Anyways, yeah, he does have a different nose, but shush, he totally looks accurate. Maybe he got a nose job to make it worse looking.
Or maybe the police sketch artist wasn't good.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, so, also another thing is, like, he's only 48 right now. He wasn't even alive. Does he look 48 years old to you? Excuse me, I'd like to see Ted Cruz's birth certificate.
Also, come on, we know that Ted Cruz is an immortal.
Ted Cruz is just like Keanu Reeves.
He doesn't change.
He does not change. He does not age. He is forever. He is the Zodiac.
Yeah, he just sometimes grows a beard.
Yeah, and it looks really gross.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, so, also, if you don't know who the Zodiac Killer is, which is kind of weird, I feel like pretty much everyone knows who that is. Whatever.
Yeah.
An unidentified Californian serial killer from, like, the late 60s to the early 70s. Yeah, I'm reading from, like, a Wikipedia thing. And it says, like, Cruz, born in 1970, could not have committed these murders. Shut up, Wikipedia. You don't know anything. You're a bad source.
Yeah, teachers always told us to avoid Wikipedia.
It's for this reason.
It's for this reason.
It's because they are trying to make us believe that Ted Cruz isn't the Zodiac.
Yeah, exactly.
When we all know that Ted Cruz is the Zodiac.
Yeah, he could be a vampire.
Oh, true.
Good point.
Good point.
Could be a snake person.
Could be a lizard person, for sure. He for sure looks like a lizard person. But this, like, whole meme originated, actually in 2013, March of 2013, a Twitter user posted a tweet, after Cruz was gonna try to repeal the Affordable Care Act. And then the meme wasn't again repeated until November 2014, when another Twitter user wrote about Cruz's proposal against net neutrality. So it just kind of happened after, like, he was gonna vote on stupid shit.
Yeah.
And, it kind of, like, continued, but it was really obscure. Up until February 2016, when another Twitter user decided to Photoshop a picture of the Republican candidate, to include, is Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer, in an interactive ticker at the bottom of the picture.
That's so funny.
And then that month, is Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer was the second highest suggestion in Google's autocomplete for is Ted.
Oh my god.
And then but the thing is, by April it wasn't, like, in the autocomplete at all. Like, they took it off, which is fucked up. I think Google knows something.
I think Google's covering it up.
I think Google knows
Maybe
that Ted
Google
Cruz
made him
was the
immortal.
Zodiac. Maybe. And
Well, that's a
then
conspiracy.
Cruz himself, like, made a reference to the meme by tweeting one of the Zodiac killer's cryptograms.
What?
Yeah!
Wait, he did that?
Yeah, he first in October of 2017 when he responded to a retweet from another senator who referred to Ted Cruz as the son of the guy who killed Kennedy, which is a reference to another conspiracy theory that involves Ted Cruz.
Why is he in so many conspiracy
Yeah.
theories? He just has that face.
He totally does. He looks suspicious.
He looks like he killed someone
Yeah.
and covered it up.
Also,
using Google.
another like little factoid, his name is Raphael.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
But he doesn't go by that because that's not a white people name. Anyways,
Ted.
sorry.
Why do you pick Ted over?
I hate Ted Cruz. Anyways. So, like, I guess I'll talk about, like, the actual Zodiac case now. So, the Zodiac killer is a still unidentified. No, it was you, Ted. Serial killer who operated in Northern California from, like I said, the late 1960s to the early 70s. And he murdered victims in, I can't say these names, Benicia, Vallejo, Lake Berryessa, and San Francisco.
Ooh.
Yeah, between December 1968 and October 1969. And the, like, confirmed victims are 4 men and 3 women, all between the ages of 16 and 29. Although, he claimed 37 murders. He claimed 37 murders in, like, the letters that he sent to newspapers, but investigators only agree on 7.
This is gonna sound bad, but I kind of love the idea of, like, sending, like, letters to the
Oh, for
newspapers.
sure. It's so good.
That's just such, like,
It's
not
such a
in
power
real
move.
life. Yeah, it is a power move.
It's
but,
a
like,
power move.
in terms of, like, an aesthetic to use in, like,
Oh,
a
yeah.
story or something, man, I love that.
It's something.
There's just something so, like, old-timey about it.
It
that, like, kind
is.
of makes me happy, even though it's about murder. And, like, that, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's very gruesome. Don't sue me, anyone. But, like, you know, there's just something about it.
There is. I'm trying to find a picture of the letters because they are, like, there's something to behold.
They really are.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, show some of them for you. But 2 of the 7 confirmed victims lived. They survived.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 of them survived.
I guess that's how they got the police sketch, huh?
Yeah, because they were able to provide a sketch to a sketch artist. I'm trying to find one of the cryptograms, sorry. Oh, there's one. Okay, cool. But he originated the name Zodiac in a series of letters, the letters that we're talking about, taunting, like, he was taunting people. And he sent them to the local Bay Area press, and they included 4 cryptograms, or ciphers, and only one of the 4 cryptograms has ever been, like, decoded.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And 18 letters were actually sent, and some were to private citizens, but most were to, like, newspapers, which, I mean, that makes sense. More publicity. But
It's awful, but it's like this kind of, like, game.
it is. It's like a weird... It's weird.
Like, if the murder was taken out of it, like, that'd be a little fun.
Right? If it was just, like, a scavenger hunt where we had to, like...
Yeah, if it was just a scavenger hunt
Or, like, a treasure
cryptograms,
hunt.
like, I'd
yeah,
be totally
if it was just a
down.
treasure hunt with a bunch of cryptograms, that would be really fun. But it's not. It's depressing.
Man, no, I just want to send a bunch of cryptograms to a bunch of, like, newspapers.
Oh, God, no, don't do that. Don't do it.
Yeah, no, I won't. Hey, YouTube, don't worry about me.
The next thing we hear in the news is, like, strange cryptograms sent to New York Times. I mean, honestly, they'd
I'm
probably
gonna be, like,
just...
the top suspect.
They'd probably just throw them away or something.
They'd be like, nah, man.
Yeah, they'd
Or
probably
they just
be
think
like,
that, like, the Zodiac killer is, like...
the Zodiac is back.
The Zodiac's
How
back.
old would he be now?
Oh, when was he
Shit.
born?
I don't think we know when the actual Zodiac killer was born.
Oh yeah, but we don't know who the Zodiac is, so
Yeah.
I mean, depends on
I mean,
when did like the first murder take place?
1968.
Oh, so I mean, like if they're like 20 something, they'd probably still be alive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd assume that they were a bit older. Sorry, I'm trying to.
They'd
put
probably
these
like
photos
80.
up. Yeah, they'd be pretty old by now.
Yeah, they'd be like 80 or 90.
Yeah,
or,
and
like,
I
like,
mean,
they'd have to be 20 or 30 at the time of like killing. Who would still be out there? Oh God, imagine like being on like the train with the Zodiac killer.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
I hate that.
I don't want to think about that.
All right, change the subject.
That's so scary. Like, just, you know, an unassuming old man. He could be the Zodiac.
Yeah.
God damn it. No, I'm trying to get the stupid letter. I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. I did it. Yay. I have slight computer skills. Okay.
Good job.
Those are two of the letters. Like
Does
I
it
said.
show you adjusting it on the screen?
Probably.
That's really funny.
It probably showed me adjusting it. I'm not sure. But, yeah, so those are two of the letters. And one of them says, "This is the Zodiac speaking." So he named himself, which is a pretty ballsy thing to do. He was like, I already thought about this. I already thought about my own nickname.
Dang.
And I'm pretty sure he called himself the Zodiac because he said some shit about, like, astrology.
Oh.
Like, didn't he say, like, oh God, I'll have to look it up. I didn't do my homework for this case, I'm sorry. Anyways, he says, if you can't read it, because it's kind of blurry, I have become very upset with the people of San Fran Bay area. It does say San Fran Bay area. It does not say San Francisco, San Fran. They have not complied with my wishes for them to wear some, what?
Some nice
buttons. Oh, nice buttons with
like,
a symbol on them.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck?
so bad.
I promised to punish them if they did not comply by annihilating a full school bus. Whoa. But
Whoa.
now school is out for the summer, so I punished them in another way. I shot a man sitting in a parked car with a .38. Jesus. The map coupled with this code will tell you where the bomb is set. You have until next fall to dig it up. So, you know, that's a letter. That's certainly a letter.
Okay, so I think I take it back about this being fun.
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
It's like, yeah, there's
Let me
some
try
candy
to,
in like a park somewhere. Here's the map to it. Like,
Yeah.
that would be totally fun. A bomb, that's a little scary.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find another letter that I can read because some of them are. Here's
Okay.
another one. Here's another one about the buttons.
Oh,
no,
it's a different
this
one. You
is-
just starts
yeah.
the same way.
This is the Zodiac speaking. I am rather unhappy because you people will not wear some nice, his like little symbol, buttons. So I now have a little list, starting with the woman and her baby that I gave a rather interesting ride for a couple hours one evening a few months back that ended in my burning her car where I found them. And also, another thing about these letters, his spelling is, I wouldn't say atrocious, but he didn't pass 5th grade.
Yeah.
He, like, let me see.
I almost wonder, though, if it's sort of, like,
I wonder if it's intentional.
intentional to, like,
To throw them off, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, woman is spelled
Woman.
Yeah, it's spelled WOEMAN. Interesting is spelled wrong. Couple is spelled wrong. There are 2 P's.
It's also
Hours.
sloppy.
Yeah, it's really sloppy. Like, the handwriting on all of them is pretty, like, I mean, it's legible, but it's not, like, the cleanest. And it says HOWERS. Hours.
I feel like he was trying to get, like, the police to think it was either someone that, like wasn't
illiterate.
very, educated,
Yeah.
or, like, someone that, like, just didn't speak English as her first language.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is someone.
Yeah,
I feel like it's intentional.
Honestly, yeah, I don't. This one has a lot of weird spelling in it.
It just seems so specific. Words
Yeah, they're like, it is. It's weirdly like specific words. It's like
it makes too much sense where it's misspelled in a way.
Dear editor, this is the Zodiac speaking. I am back with you. Tell Herb Can I am here. I'm assuming that's a name, but I don't know. It's not like capitalized or anything. I have always been here. That city pig Toshi is good, but I am and then it's crossed out. Like, BU is crossed out.
It's very, like, specifically
Smarter and better. He will get tired, then leave me alone. I am waiting for a good movie about me. Who will play me? I am now in control of all things. Yours truly. Also, that just made me laugh because there is a Zodiac movie.
Yeah.
There is a Zodiac killer movie with Jake
man.
Gyllenhaal as a reporter and stuff. Yeah. God.
I wonder, like, that's so crazy. What if, like, the cryptograms just don't mean anything?
Right? What if he just was like, I'm gonna make this fucking weird code and just send some letters?
But that's also the thing is, like,
I wonder, let me
I feel
try
like
to...
he's too smart to, like, to be
I don't know
someone
what the
that's
cryptogram, like, what it said. Let me try to find if I can figure out what, like, the Zodiac cryptogram said. Zodiac.
Like the one that was actually solved.
Yeah, the one that was solved. Cryptogram. Cryptogram solved. Oop, here we go. Found it on Google. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't do my research for this show. You do. I don't.
Occasionally. Yeah.
Occasionally. Yeah, you know,
We
whatever.
like to figure it out as we go.
Yeah, we like to improv. It's fun.
Improv.
It's not stressful.
Yeah.
Oof. Jesus. Oh, the Z408 cipher was mailed in 3 parts to 3 different newspapers on the same day. And he threatened to kill again if they didn't solve the cipher, but, like, I don't know if that's true or not.
It doesn't sound like these things came true.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the things he, like, wrote were, like, just to freak people out.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
they weren't actual things like the bomb thing. Like, I don't
think that happened.
yeah, I don't think
feel
that
like
happened.
That would be, like, talked about.
Yeah.
Once again, don't fact check.
Yeah, don't fact
or
check.
fact check, but, like, don't tell us.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
If you know the answer, just, like,
Yeah. You know. This whole article is not telling me anything about this cipher. Jesus Christ. Oh, it contains, I will not give you my name.
Oh, that's so funny. Actually, like, because, like, they think that that's his name.
I will not give you my name.
It's like, imagine spending months being like, this is going to reveal his name. And then it just says, I will not give you my name. You're like, oh, come
What the
on.
fuck? Oh, God.
God, dude, he was, like, a prankster.
Yeah, he's kind of like a YouTube prankster. Like,
Yeah.
the pranks that aren't actually pranks, they're just being an asshole.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
God, there's something so funny about that. It shouldn't be, but, like...
If there really is, oh, man.
God, just, like, you're working so hard, and you're like, this is what's gonna do it. This is
Yeah,
gonna
this is
break
the
the
thing that's
case.
gonna
And
crack
it's just
it.
like, no.
I actually think that was in the,
It's kind of like Psych, you know? I think he just, like, pulled a
Psych.
Psych on them.
Oh, my God. Name gone.
Yes.
Yeah, same. Name? What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those. Yeah, so, honestly, I have no idea. There's actually,
This is gonna break the case.
This is gonna break the case.
No.
Damn it. There's actually, like, been recent, like, updates to this case, by the way. Like,
Ooh.
as recently as, like, this year, like, 2019.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's an article from People magazine, the most reliable news source. But basically, what all the updates are about, it's about DNA and genealogy. Because if you know anything about the Golden State Killer case,
Oh, yeah.
recently, like, what, 2018, 2017? They used, like, DNA and genealogy to find out who the Golden State Killer was, and it worked, and it was, like, accurate.
Isn't the guy still alive, too?
Yeah, he was still alive. I think he actually got arrested.
That's crazy.
And basically what they're hoping is that they will be able to use, like, that they will be able to, like, take genetic material from the letters and utilize it in, like, today's DNA and, like, genealogy databases and find something.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
Like, forensics has come a very long way
Yeah.
in helping with these cases. Like, it's just really cool. Yeah, he was apprehended last year, so 2018, the Golden State Killer.
Yeah, because I remember this happening. Like,
I do too. I remember that. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he gets arrested.
Right? I'm hoping that, I mean, if he's still alive, even if he's not, though, at least we'll find out, like, who he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, based on DNA. There's a lot more that I could go into about the Zodiac Killer. I'm so sad about all of these cases, though. I'm getting real sad.
Very depressing.
Can we talk about, like, conspiracy theories and not killer stuff? I mean, I guess Ted Cruz, but, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll do the Chuck E. Cheese thing.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, wait, shit.
Though I feel kind of bad because, like, I feel like their reputation right now is so bad.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, their reputation was already kind of bad.
Yeah, valid.
Like, I feel like Chuck E. Cheese has always been, like, a sketchy establishment,
Yeah.
to say the least. Yeah, by the way, if you're, like, watching or listening for the first time, we really want to go to Chuck E. Cheese and test out the pizza conspiracy, if you haven't heard about it. Basically, the conspiracy that their pizzas are, like, recycled.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to be more careful about it now, maybe. Maybe they won't. Maybe they like,
won't. We'll see.
Yeah. When we go there, if we go there. And I want to, like...
I want to take a black light.
Yeah, we want to take a black light. And then I want to take, like swabs, like, Petri dish shit, like agar, sorry, it's a lot of science stuff, but to see, like, the germs that are there. I want to, like, put a swab in the ball pit and see how much fecal matter is in it. Like, yeah, it's
so
gonna
gross.
be great.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, like, our special episode.
Yeah, like a special episode, you know. Although we might have to start, like, our own channel to post, like, actual video, because this is, like, a podcast type thing.
Yeah, so
with WSVA.
we probably have to tag it, but I also really want to print out, like, flyers to put around the school as well.
Sure.
I might, so we can try to break that listener record.
Yeah.
Go to, like, Union Square or something. Just be like, listen.
Yeah, right? Please listen to our stream.
But, like, for those of you listening, we need, like, 10 times the amount that we have now.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much we need, like, 36. Like,
yeah, we
37
need 37
to break it.
Yeah.
36 is the current record, so if you know people that want to listen to us,
yeah, who have free time,
know.
Who have free time from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Exactly, on Fridays. And also, we will probably write our Instagrams or something in
that's right.
The caption below.
Yeah.
That way, you guys can, like, send us cases that you want to talk about, because if we break that listener record, maybe we can do, like, a special thing. You know?
Yeah, right?
Maybe we'll do the Chuck E. Cheese thing if we break it.
Yeah, or we want to do a hunt for the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, though I've got to say, I don't know if that one's gonna happen because of the area.
Right.
I don't think we'd be able to get back. But we can look for Bigfoot in Central Park. Or even check for the Jersey Devil there. You don't know. It's a big park. And, like, we're neighbors. So.
Yeah.
Even Mothman could be there. We don't know.
True. Oh, man, I want to, like, take road trips to, like, find... If we ever get to the point where, like, this is popular enough, we're going on road trips to find, like, cryptids and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna become, like, the worst version of BuzzFeed Unsolved.
We're gonna become, like, BuzzFeed Solved.
BuzzFeed Solved.
Except it's still unsolved, but, like, they've solved that our podcast is not the best one.
Yeah, you know, it's okay. Oh, man. Yeah, like, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Shit. I'm bad at this whole podcast thing.
I mean, yeah, we both have very bad memories.
We do.
That's okay.
We both drink a lot of dumb bitch juice.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every morning.
Every morning I drink a tall glass of dumb bitch juice, and then I go about my day.
Yeah, so... if you guys can help us reach that listener,
yeah,
we really want to do it. Like, I keep seeing it over there, and I'm like...
It's taunting.
It's taunting me. Like, I just want to complete this.
Yeah, I want to, like, bring this show full circle.
Yeah, and, like...
Not by ending it, that's not what I mean.
Yeah, no. Not by ending it, but, like, full circle as in we reach...
Yeah, as in we reach a goal.
We reach a goal.
We reach a goal together.
In circles.
Yeah.
By the way, we still will be doing this next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It might be at a different time, depending on what our schedules look like. Or, like I said, we could start our own YouTube channel and break off from WSVA.
We could.
We could, because then we could have, like, actual video and do actual, like, investigation.
That's very true.
So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right. We can always make a YouTube channel just in casa.
Yeah, maybe we could even make like an Instagram at least. Like
at least an Instagram for it. Yeah.
So like we can take polls and stuff.
Do Instagram Live.
Yeah, do Instagram Live to like.
We could do Twitch stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do like Q&As on Instagram Live.
Oh, for
and,
sure.
Things like that. If this sounds interesting, like hit us up. Maybe like are we allowed to have comments on this on like our actual videos?
Yeah, there are comments. Yeah.
Okay, then
section.
then hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, I also put both of our Instagrams in the description. Mine is _the Goblin Queen _.
Then mine's at Quasars. I just put a dot in there because Quasars was taken.
Oh yeah, I got it right. I made sure to get it right.
Thank you so much. People are like, why the .rs? I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to have the underscores in mine, but Goblin Queen was already taken. So.
Yeah, it's like my other account is Lichcraft, and it's like the actual Lichcraft spelling was taken, so it's like Lich spelled wrong.
Yeah, yeah. My other account is Ghost Fabric Softener.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's like my username on other shit.
Yeah. Well.
God, it's been 51 minutes almost.
Now it's been 51, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 51 minutes.
Exactly.
Wow.
Once again, like, please hit us up with ideas, and like we will help get to this.
We will beat the record. Help us beat this record.
Yeah, please.
Let your friends know. Let your family know.
I will not tell you my name.
I will not tell you my name.
Exactly.
Ted Cruz is the Zodiac. He wouldn't tell them his name because his real name is Raphael, and he goes by Ted.
Exactly.
It all fits together.
He doesn't like the name Raphael. He's a little insecure. I will not tell you my name.
Okay. Well, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to have someone with me again.
Yeah. Oh my God, I miss hanging out with you.
Yeah, exactly. I felt like I was going insane in like this little room talking about Madeline McCann.
It's really weird to do this like type of stuff alone.
Yeah, talking about a child getting murdered alone is a little dark and heavy, gotta say.
Yeah, without the like extra commentary. Yeah. And extra like segues into random conversations.
Yeah, it's so dark. I was like at 30 minutes. I was like, peace out. Like this is too much for me right now.
Even the first episode I did with the show, because I did a first episode, but it was like a radio thing that I did. Like I did music. I didn't do like a talk kind of thing. I'm sure you can still find it on the WSVA YouTube, but like it was not this. I was there alone just listening to music, and it was so awful. Like it was just so boring, and it felt really awkward even though I was there by myself. It doesn't, like this format, like this kind of podcasty format, I feel like it doesn't work with like one person.
It really doesn't, because then you just feel like you're going insane and spiraling into hell.
Yeah, it just feels really weird. You feel really alone. More alone than normal.
Yeah, exactly. With enough people, anyone can make light of a child murder.
Exactly.
But it was also just like, I don't know, because it just made me sad.
Yeah, I feel like I get that way when we talk about like true crime on this. Like with Mothman, it wasn't that like depressing. But yeah, because like Mothman is a happy entity.
Yeah,
he's a good boy.
Yeah, just to recap, we believe that Mothman prevents crime.
Oh yeah, Mothman he tries.
He's a superhero.
He tries to prevent crime, but nobody listens.
He's kind of scary.
Yeah, he's scary, so nobody listens to him. I mean, kind of. The red eyes are really intimidating.
Yeah, like, realistically, if you saw Batman in real life, you would run. Like, come on.
If I saw Batman in real life, I'd be like,
scary man, you know?
Tall man standing on the corner of a building, looking down on everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you would not want to go near that thing, you know?
Isn't there actually, like, a sighting of Mothman where he was just, like, on the top of a lamppost?
Yes, it was in New York.
In New York, yeah.
It was by the Twin Towers right before 9/11.
Yeah, that's right. We did talk about that. Okay, I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss talking about Mothman. Mothman was fun to talk about.
Maybe we can talk about, like, the Druzy Devil.
Yeah, we should talk about the Druzy Devil.
We can, like, talk about 2 cryptids next week or something.
Yeah, because after this depressing, like, people dying
episode.
Yeah.
We can talk about, like, Jersey Devil and then, like, maybe Nessie or,
oh, yeah.
Bigfoot.
Chupacabra.
Oh, I forgot about Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goat Man.
Oh yeah, Goatman, the Goatman's Bridge.
Yeah.
That's actually in Texas, which is funny.
It is?
Yeah, the one that, at least
some
the BuzzFeed
reason.
Unsolved one, the one that they went to. I think there were a lot of, like, Goatman bridges, though, which is weird. But, like, yeah, they went to Texas to do that, which is funny, because I actually know where they went. Like, I've been there. Not to, like, search for the Goatman, but I have been there. Probably, like, as a child, but, you know.
Yeah, I think... I for some reason thought the Goatman was in, like, Virginia.
It feels like a Virginia thing.
It feels like a Virginia, Pennsylvania, like, thing. Maybe Maryland.
It feels like a eastern, like, state kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
it feels like an eastern coastal state type of thing because
But-
they don't have a real beach. So
Yeah.
they're like, well, come to our haunted bridge.
Come to our Goatman Bridge.
There's a goat in the woods.
There's a Goatman in the woods. He wants to say hello.
Also, there's probably cultists here.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
Game theory is Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, absolutely. Come on, Matt Pat.
Yeah, Matt Pat needs to make a conspiracy.
Yeah, exactly.
Matt Pat, come through.
Yeah, where's Matt Pat at? What if we just, like, tweet Matt Pat? We're like, hey, it's Ted Cruz the Zodiac
It's Ted
Killer?
Cruz
He's like,
the Zodiac.
don't.
He wouldn't respond. He'd be like, sorry, no.
Like, sorry, no thanks.
We just get
Let's
blocked.
talk about Frozen 2.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate Frozen. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
That's okay.
I have a deep hatred for Frozen. I don't know why I hate it so much. I just do.
You
Like,
totally can hate it.
I'm valid.
Absolutely.
Whenever I say that, I feel like someone gets very offended, and I'm like, look, it's bad. I don't care.
I mean, like, pretty much the only thing it's banking on is, like, look, she didn't fall in love.
Yeah, look, she didn't
So,
fall in love.
No, I'm interested enough to see the second one, but
I'm
I don't
not.
really like it, you know?
I am absolutely not interested enough to give Disney more money. I give them enough of my money through Star Wars.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I also just I hated the first Frozen. I don't
See, there's just
Ugh.
not enough movies that are coming out, like, nowadays that, like, I've seen the first one of.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know.
Also, Borderlands 3, if you're a gamer, Borderlands 3 is happening, and I'm very excited. I am very, very happy. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, it's an overrated movie. Frozen is very overrated.
Yeah.
At least I feel like I watched it after a bunch of people had tried to hype it up for me, and I was like, it's not that good. Like, I
watched it
predicted-
4 times with the kids I was babysitting
Oof.
until it was like midnight and they all passed out.
I
was
watched
like,
it.
Cool.
I watched it once, and I predicted everything that happened, and I was like, this was a shitty movie, Disney. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
I didn't like any of the music in it either. And I know that everybody fucking loves Let It Go, but I didn't like it.
I can't listen to Let It Go anymore.
I don't know. I didn't like it.
Like,
Like,
it's just turning into
yeah, I'm gonna
about
write, we also talk about Frozen a lot.
Yeah, for the last, like, 5 minutes, we're just talking about Frozen 2 and Matt Pat.
Yeah. And Borderlands 3.
Oh, yeah.
Do you play Borderlands, by the way?
No, I don't.
Well, you're gonna.
Oh, God.
That's a
Well,
threat.
I'm currently trying to play, like, all the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
I just want to get caught up on those, because I really like
Same.
Resident Evil 2.
I want Resident Evil 7, but I'm poor.
Is that the one with the crazy family?
Yes.
Oh, I want to play that one
It
so
looks
bad.
so good.
Isn't it the first Resident Evil game that actually have evil residents?
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like the perfect one.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. There are a lot of good games coming out lately, like next year or so.
Oh, I'm so excited for the Animal Crossing for the Switch.
Oh my god!
I need to get a Switch now.
I don't have a Switch, but I need one now. I need it. I need it in my life.
Pokemon game. Now we're just talking about video
Jesus.
games, but like
We should have an extra show about video games so we can talk
the
about
last
this.
10 minutes of each Monster Mash can just be about video games
Yes,
to calm
because-
us down because we talk about heavy things.
For sure. Oh my god, yes, that's happening now. I'm
Yeah,
right.
that's gonna happen now. We're gonna have like a thing where we talk about video games for the last 10 minutes just to make us feel better because this
Yes.
episode was so heavy.
Yeah, because I feel like yeah.
The Black Dahlia was
That
a
one was
dark
heavy.
one. Oh god, like especially since you can actually see the like photos online
Yeah.
of her body. Yikes.
Yoinks. Zoinks.
And then like of course the Zodiac
Jeez.
Killer.
Yeah.
Then of course like just Ted Cruz in general.
Yeah. Ted Cruz is just
Talking about Ted Cruz exhausts.
That just makes me sad because he's still
I
fucking,
just feel like he's a high maintenance person.
I'm just
I don't
sad that
know.
he's still the fucking state senator.
If
of
he were my
Texas.
friend, I feel like I'd be exhausted by being around him for more than 30 minutes, you know?
Yeah. I voted for Beto, by the way. Just gonna make this political for the last few seconds too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I voted for Beto. Also, I don't really like Beto. I just hate Ted Cruz. Also, Animal Crossing for the Switch.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for that. Yes. It's about to be a full hour.
Oh,
So,
we got 5 seconds.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
We'll be back next week.
We will be back next week for sure. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna start doing this regularly again.
I'll force you to wake up at 5 and
Oh,
hang
yeah.
out beforehand. Or
Yeah,
something.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We'll do our
Like,
research together.
Yeah.
Hour
We can go and get
before.
some, like, McDonald's or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, thank you for listening, for watching the weird visuals that we had on screen at some points.
Yeah.
Oh,
you readjusting the images, yeah.
yeah, sorry about that.
We're professionals.
We're very professional. Sorry for the, like, show that we fucked up by accidentally streaming on it for, like, a minute.
Oh, yeah. Is there a way we can delete that? Like, it
I
didn't
don't
post,
know.
right?
It did post.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're gonna try to fix that. But anyways,
yeah, okay.
thanks for
thanks for
listening.
watching.
I've said that 10 times.
Yeah, same. But, like, see ya.
Yeah, see you
It's
next
almost, like,
week.
a minute and 1. Or an hour and 1. Okay, bye.
Bye.